Alright guys, welcome back. So this is another one of those kind of like build update things. So we're going to go over some new builds, some build updates, and some general changes that are going to happen to the like builds from now on. I'll also be covering some other stuff that's not part of Star Wars, but we'll get to that at the end. So we're going to start off with the Republic. So the clone Juggernaut has had a big update. The colour scheme has changed majorly. The bottom is now grey concrete, the top is now stone. And the side panels are now extended out to reveal the missiles. And apart from that, the only other thing that's changed is the windows are now blacked out, which is just to block the inside from being shown, because it's literally empty completely on the inside. For other things, there's not much that's changed really. For Republic, the V-wing wings are now smaller and thinner, so that's nice. And the ATTE is going to get a pretty fair overhaul, I think, to make it a bit better. For Separatists, not really anything has changed, to be honest. Not really any new ones in the works either. I will be doing the Hailfire droid pretty soon, and that will pretty much finish the main set, apart from the NTT, but that's a kind of archived build for now, because it is really difficult to design. For the Republic and Resistance, not much has changed here. The only thing really is that the Ghost is going to be redone, I think, or updated heavily. But the Millennium Falcon is a big deal here because, as you know, I did this one quite recently. But I'm planning to redo this build kind of like in a proper like accurate 2:1 scale. The details are going to be redone and everything. And there's going to be full interior next time, and I'm probably going to redo the tutorial for that in about a year or so. So it might be in next year's Christmas special thing. Well, actually, no, this year's, because we are in 2018 now. So yeah, look forward to that, full interior and everything. And the 1:1 scale version of this looks amazing, and I'll show you that in a minute when we get done with this. So the main thing for the Empire and First Order is going to be these new walkers. First of all, let's just address the little Imperial tank thing from Rogue One. That looks pretty cool. Love it. Now, here's the main attraction. This is what I actually did this video for, is the new ATSTs and the new ATDP. Really love these builds, and I'm really excited to bring them out. So the ATST is kind of like the ultimate design for me, because this one is pretty much perfect. I spent many hours working on this, and it just looks so good. And we've even got one here with a different like design to make it a bit more alive, and it looks pretty nice, as you can see, kind of walking into action. So yeah, this is kind of like the best you're gonna get with walkers, because they are really hard to do, especially with the leg shape and how thin they are. But I think I really nailed it with this one. The last one had a big problem. I worked out where kind of this block here is clearly in front of the body by like 2 blocks, but it previously was up like here at this point, and it just made the head so much taller, and it made the neck skinny and stuff, so yeah, it was a pain. And you got the First Order version, which is pretty much the same on the bottom half, and then the top half obviously has the extra armor. It's got the kind of thinner and longer eye slot, and this cool little design on the front, which I had to get in there, so I specially designed it for that. And yeah, obviously these big back sort of ear things, I guess. Not sure if I'm going to keep those as they are or going to shrink them down a little bit, we'll see. I kind of like it as it is. The ATDP is being given a complete new build as well. The feet are a lot bigger, the legs are probably about the same size-wise, but they're spaced further apart, and the main body is wider, and the head is longer. And wider as well, and it just looks a lot better in general. I spent a lot more time on it than I did last time, and it just looks really good. We also have the Rebels AT-AT finish, which is good. It's pretty huge actually. It's a lot bigger than the normal one, and it's also got the cool cannon on the back, which I can't figure out for the life of me why they wouldn't put it on the later model, when it clearly would be quite effective against like incoming fighters, but I don't know. Empire logic, I guess. I mean, the Empire's logic is to just make the leg longer and longer every time. So, yeah. But I think this one looks really nice from all angles, really. So, Anyway, moving on from that, obviously we've got the two bigger walkers here, the ACT and the ATM6, and apart from that, that's pretty much going to be it for Star Wars in terms of updates. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now moving on from that, oh, we also have Race Speeder, little build, tiny little build. Moving on from that, let's get to the 1-to-1 quickly, and we're going to look at the Falcon. So I have quite a few 1-to-1 stuff ready, but not really interested in doing it in a minute. I will get around to it, but at some point. It's just a lot smaller and not as cool looking, so. Here's the 1-to-1 Falcon, and honestly this thing I think looks better than the 2-to-1. I don't know what it is about it, it's just the shape kind of looks a bit better. And yeah, it's just really nice. And you can see for this one I've actually already started on an interior for this. So you've got kind of the corridor going round. There are some issues with space, so like there's meant to be a room that goes like all the way to the front here and stuff like that. So I'm just really working. It's like very specific with the block placement on this one. If you miss one block, if you mess up one block, you are gonna end up with less space than you need, and yeah, it's just annoying. You got the turret gunner things here, but yes, it's still a massive ship in 1-to-1, but obviously not as big as 2-to-1. Anyway, that's going to be about it for the 1-to-1 stuff. Let's move on to, let's see, Hyperion. So I want to show you some new builds from Project Hyperion that you might like. So obviously this series isn't out yet, but I will get around to it at some point. I'm just going to try and keep building and building until it's ready. So here is a kind of robot dog kind of patrol thing from the map Hermes, which is the very tight close quarters city. This one also comes from Hermes as well. It's sort of like a leisure craft sort of thing, probably for the higher ups in the city. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Drop my mouse there, oops. Here is a speeder that's sort of similar to the Trinity ones. It's not the same, but it is made by the same people, but they just don't sell it to Trinity, this one. This one is sort of like a public use one. Here is one from the map that was codenamed, I want to say it was called G. It was the one with the giant wind turbines and the lava lakes. So yeah, it's basically ripped and like fully from that map. This one is from that map. This one is also from that same map. This is an escape pod that's going to be in a big ship that will orbit the map. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Got a massive engine on the back of that. This one here is from, it's going to probably be in Hermes as well, but I'm not sure about that yet. I'm not sure where this one's going to go, but it's pretty cool. It's got like a raised windshield here, and I really like the design of this. It's sort of like a, what do you call them, pod racer from Star Wars, with these big front things. So yeah. Here is a Trinity sort of like APC thing. It's pretty nice. Got troop capacity in the back. I keep saying it's kind of hard to describe. Yeah, I'm doing it again. I'm going to stop. This is another leisure craft. This is from the map Tropica I can't remember the name. It's Tropica something, anyway. But yeah, so unprofessional. But I'm very tired and I'm ill, so give me a break. Here is one of my favourites. This is kind of like a tank thing, tank troop transport. Come on, you can do this. Troop transport, yeah. And it's got like a kind of elephant-esque design on the top with the turrets all around. It's nice. It's pretty nice. Here's a big police speeder thing. Got kind of repulsor lifts on the bottom. You got like 3 of those in total, which is pretty nice. Just a general thing. Pretty cool looking thing. And this one's a troop transport dropship thing. So this one would carry about 10 people roughly and drop them off into cities and stuff like that. It's not a space one. This one is mainly for in-atmosphere use. Well, no, it's entirely for in-atmosphere use. It's not got any doors on it, so can't really go into space. And yeah, it's just pretty nice, so cool. And then these two are probably going to get redone completely because I'm not happy with these anymore. But they are there just for show. That was the hero ship, if you haven't seen the previous videos about Project Hyperion. This one's a work in progress as well, so ignore that. But yeah, anyway guys, apart from that, I reckon that's about it for this one. Other series are in the works. It's just a case of getting stuff built and ready tutorial, and designing the thumbnails and stuff like that. But yeah guys, I've literally done this video 5 times already, and every time something has happened that's messed it up. So finally got it done. Hopefully this one's going to work. So yeah. Anyway, guys, with that, I will see you later. And yeah, goodbye.